There's a new way to buy hobby gear. Wait, what? All of this is worth over $400. What's the catch? Well, some of it really sucks. Can you really buy hobby stuff for Warhammer for less than half the price? I guess we're going to find out. Hi, my name's James, and this is Rising 8 Minis. In April 2023, Temu launched in the UK, promising heavily discounted goods and free shipping. But it used a FOMO-style marketing campaign, and like many other people, I wanted to check it out and see if the hype was real. I am old enough to remember the rise of Amazon, the launch of Prime, then AliExpress, and, well, ordering stuff online is just so damn easy these days. You just click, and it's here the next day. Instead of driving into town, parking, walking to the shop, finding out they've not got it in stock, ordering it, going back to your car, driving home, and then repeating a week later. I mean, you know, we've all done it. The question here isn't, should you use Temu to buy your hobby stuff? It's, can you buy stuff from Temu that actually works? And the answer is, yes, kinda. It's a wild west out there. The ordering process is actually kind of fun though. You can nip onto the site, see huge lists of hobby stuff you never knew you needed, browse to your heart's content, add it to your basket, and then once you hit the minimum order, you get free shipping. Pay for it using PayPal, and wait for a metric ton of emails to arrive, updating you at every step of the way, which is kind of cool, fair enough, but also super annoying, until 7 to 10 days later, your stuff arrives. Across the two sites I've ordered a dozen times now, with no issues. However, I have heard reports of stuff going missing or scams circulating around. That's not my experience, but just a word of caution. So now the fun begins. This is a brush rinser. You might have seen it because Green Stuff World have one that's very similar, except I bought this one because I thought it was a bit of a joke for $5. Joke's on me though, because it actually works. I have it on my desk with a ready supply of clean water so I can rinse my brush whenever I need to. Sounds like a silly thing, but actually having it right there and then is just removing another barrier to your hobby. And for $5, I'm not complaining at all. I don't know if I'd really recommend it to anybody, but whoa, just a word of caution. I was trying to pick it up the other day and it got tangled in one of my leads on my desk and then dumped water all over it. Might need to rethink this one. Okay, let's see what's in the bag. I should have some basing materials, some magnets, a bag for my brushes, some brushes, nylon ones, cheap sacrificial ones, and some weasel hair brushes too. Well, shit. Things aren't exactly as I'd hoped for. In my excitement of buying lots of cheap things online, it turns out that the leaves I bought actually cost exactly the same from Amazon and are on the next day delivery, which is a little disappointing. Also, when you open them, they're just dyed birch leaves, which I could have done myself, but who's got the time to dye birch leaves? Honestly. There's nothing actually wrong with them, and actually when I decided to use them on a model, they looked absolutely wicked. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I just somehow feel a bit ripped off because I didn't get them half the price of anything else. I've got the feeling this is going to be one of those things that's really useful when I find a use for it. You certainly get a lot for your money, and no doubt it's cheaper than what you would be able to do in a normal hobby store. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with these. That's exactly what I expected, to be honest with you. It also conforms what I already sort of knew already. Buying basing bits, particularly things like tufts and accessories, are actually quite good from these Chinese sites. I bought these tufts from AliExpress. They behave exactly the same as the ones you buy from the UK, and they're a lot cheaper too. Seriously, these are really, really good. 10 out of 10. The magnets turned up in a little jiffy bag, and at 20% of the cost of the ones I can buy from Amazon, this is an absolute no-brainer. Except for the fact I ordered the wrong size, but that's on me. Next up are brushes, and I am properly excited about these. I really, really want to find a decent brush that doesn't cost the earth. Wait, what? Why did they pack them like this? It would have been so easy just to put them in a tube. I mean, I guess you get what you pay for. I was kind of expecting this, but really? I mean, these were $10 for 9 brushes, but I don't want to paint round corners, so I don't know if these are even salvageable, which is a shame. Oh, and did I mention these things are the length of my forearm? While it feels like a travesty to do so, I decided to chop these down because the ones that did turn up with decent points were actually quite nice to use. These ones I bought for dry brushing. They're a bit crap, They're a bit short,
That's what she said.
but they do work. And the nylon brushes are an absolute pile of dog. There's 50 of them in this bag, and I don't know what the hell I use them for. I may use them for crafts for the kids or something. Yep, don't recommend. Lesson learned. Buy brushes in person. One really simple thing I ordered are these things, which are little roll-up pouches to carry brushes in. Sounds stupid, but all your brushes right there. Besides, there's something kind of satisfying about unrolling all your brushes at the beginning of a session too. Right, so that was a bit of a mixed bag. See what I did there? Let's rip through a few more bits I grabbed recently. An X-Acto knife with a set of 5 blades. It looks cheap. It is cheap, but it does exactly what it says on the tin. These cutting discs for my Dremel can cut metal and plastic. They cost $3 for a 45p set. Absolute win. The diamond drill bits though, they're nasty. I guess they kind of work, but that's probably because I'm only working with plastic and resin. Anything else, I'd much rather buy some nicer ones. And last up, this UV torch. I paid $15 for the Green Stuff World one, and it didn't work after about a week. Super disappointing. And this one didn't work either. But luckily, I had 2 torches, so I was able to cobble together the parts and make one usable torch from the lot of it. So, I don't know what you're supposed to learn from that, but yeah, I have a working UV torch. The last items on the list are knockoff versions of much more expensive things. Yeah, it's fair to say I'm a bit dubious. Before we get there though, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who supports me over on Patreon. As the production of the videos rises higher and higher, it costs more and more to make YouTube videos. Now, I want to talk to you about these. This is a baseball display case, which, after a little bit of work, I managed to convert into a little display case for displaying single character models or 28mm models that I was really pleased with. I think they're really cool and could make neat little gifts for Christmas too. I'm sure I can think of something interesting to do with it. But better than that is this. It costs $3, stores flat, and yet folds up into this wicked little dice tray. I like it so much that I've even bought a few stocking fillers for my mates. Just out of interest, I had a quick search around on Amazon and they're 13 quid. So that's about 15, 16 bucks. So if I wanted to, I can make a tiny little bit of profit too. To complete the transition to hobby nerd, I picked up these from AliExpress. They were 15 bucks and they work really well. Good for the slightly older hobbyist who's going slightly blind. I also grabbed this for about 30 bucks and it's lasted about 2 years now, so still going strong. The googly eyes are extra though. So that brings us to the really interesting bits. About 6 months ago I was looking to buy a static grass applicator but was put off by the horrific costs. At over 150 quid. They are a serious bit of kit. However, I saw this one on Temu for 25 bucks and thought, really? But yeah, it works. Honestly, I can't compare it to how good the 150 quid one is, and I would expect that one to be significantly better, but for someone who's going to use it maybe 2-3 times a year, this is fine. Really, really impressed. Now, I had hoped to show you something really cool.
I did a review for the Neoco, a very impressive, low-priced airbrush.
Sadly though, at the time of writing, it's been in shipping for 30 days and it still hasn't arrived yet. Have I been scammed? I don't know. If you go and head over to my Discord server though, when it does arrive, I'll be definitely popping up reviews on there. So check out the links below. Oh, and one more thing. If you want to discover some excellent Chinese brands that really do work and are crazy useful, you should really check out this video.